Hey guys, I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are in the world. My name is Shikha and I welcome you to my channel. I welcome you to all my videos. I really appreciate all the different comments you guys have been sending my way and the fact that you actually are finding my videos useful. I really appreciate it. In this video I wanted to speak to you guys about how as INFJs we have this tendency, maybe it's most people, but for us specifically, we have this tendency to disappear for long periods of time. And that long period of time kind of depends on you. So for me, a long period of time is a couple of days because I'm more extroverted than introverted on that spectrum. But for other people, I know that you guys have told me that you disappeared from your normal life or from your normal community for a month, 2 months, even 3 months at a time. Right? And so we have a tendency to do that. This is normal for us. But when I was first a child, or when I was in my early teens or 20s, I actually didn't know that this was a tendency of ours. And so when I had this desire to get away from the world, when I had this desire to just sit in my room by myself in the dark, watching the shadows and watching the dust mites, I would think that I was actually being insane. I actually thought that I was losing my mind a little bit. I thought that maybe I had some kind of mental disorder. I did not realize that this is just a common thing that INFJs need to do in order to feel regulated, in order to feel rejuvenated, in order to feel grounded and centered, and just in order to perhaps build up their tolerance for human communication or their tolerance for being around stupid people or people in general. So I did not know that, and actually that's one of the reasons I wanted to share this with you guys. So if you are a younger INFJ, if you're new to this whole thing, and you're just really discovering yourself, I really want you guys to realize that a lot of things that you probably think are insane about you are just normal things that you need to do in order to feel normal or rejuvenated in this world. We give a lot of ourselves as INFJs, as empaths, as highly sensitive people, without even realizing it. Really, you'll be giving a lot of yourself away during the day, and I know that when I come back to home, after a long day, suddenly I'll notice this wave of tiredness hitting me, and I'll just be like, wow, I'm so tired all of a sudden. Why am I so tired? Why do I feel so sleepy? What happened? I didn't do anything all day, right? And then I'll kind of go back through my day and I realize, wow, I had this really long conversation with this person where I really gave to them. And then I had this other conversation with this person who cried in front of me. And then I had this other conversation with a person who's feeling lost. And then I had the conversation with a dog who's not feeling well and who's sick. And then, things like that. And then kind of I'll tabulate it and I'll be like, okay, fine, I get it. I had a really long day where I gave a lot of myself to other people. But for me, for INFJs as general, it's just normal for us to do that. We don't even think about it, right? But when you actually tabulate it like that, you realize, okay, cool, that makes sense. That makes sense why I'm so tired. And a lot of times I'll come back home and think the same exact thing. Why am I so tired? Why am I so drained? What did I do today? I didn't do anything. I just sat in my office all day. No. When I actually look at it, I did have so many conversations. I gave so much of myself. I did so much work. And so we actually have to remember that a lot of our giving is unconscious. We don't think about it. We just do it, right? And so when we come back home or we come back to our cave, we need to rejuvenate ourselves. We need to recuperate from all that giving. Now, you can't just be giving and giving and giving all the time and not take that time in order to recuperate. Now, some people recuperate like me. I will just sit in my room all night long. So usually I get home around 5 or 6 p.m. and then I don't go out again. I'll just be by myself. Maybe I'll watch a bit of anime. Maybe I'll read a little bit of a few novels, or I'll watch some Korean dramas. I'll eat a lot of crappy food like snacks, or I'll just eat a lot. I'll try to eat a lot. Usually I forget to eat. I'll drink a lot of water. I'll just take care of myself. I'll do some journaling. I'll meditate a little bit, and then I'll fall asleep early. I usually fall asleep around 8 p.m. and I wake up at 5:30. So, it's always already a long day. Also, a lot of giving makes me tired. So, I need to sleep in order to recuperate, in order to rejuvenate myself, right? Otherwise, I'd be losing my hair, I'd be losing my mind. And so what I do is, I take that time. And then when I wake up in the morning, I have had a good night's sleep because I know how to make sure that I get proper sleep. I meditate, I have lavender oil, I do all those things. And so I get up in the morning rejuvenated and excited to spend another day giving in whatever way I can. Right? And so I do that. That's my routine of how to recuperate. So sometimes I'll need a couple of days extra when I'm dealing with a lot of aggressively needy people or a lot of narcissistic people. Last month I had this really, really demanding person that I had to deal with on a daily basis. And so after that I needed 3 days off from people. I literally spent 3 days doing my own thing, running away from everyone, not talking to anyone, doing my thing. And even when people would, because people want to talk to us, and they'll come and sit down next to me and I'd try to start a conversation, I would, look up, smile, do a quick conversation, and I'd look back down on my book or whatever I was doing, and I'd pretend like they didn't exist, right? And they would eventually get the hint and go away. Because I was in that mode where I was like, I have given enough. I need to stay away from people. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I just cannot do it. And so I took 3 days off. And as soon as I took that time and I came back, I felt so much better. Right? So we will disappear for long periods of time. Now, what does it mean for an INFJ? It means that don't worry about it. It's all right for you to take that time. It's absolutely fine. No need to worry. You're not crazy. You're not insane. Take the time that you need. Absolutely. It's a necessity for us in order to recuperate. What does it mean for someone who's dating an INFJ? Remember that an INFJ is going to take that time off. And because I didn't know myself that I had to explain this to people, in my past relationships, I would have my exes or my boyfriends at that time or my partners at the time say, why did you disappear for so long? I get so worried. I feel like you don't love me anymore or you're running away from me and things like that. And I always think to myself, but I'm just taking time to be by myself. And so I did not understand that I had to explain that to them. Now I know. And so now when I'm in a relationship, if I ever get into another relationship, I haven't been in one in a while, I will definitely explain to them and I'll say, if I walk away or I am not accessible for 2 or 3 days or a week, it's not your fault. It's nothing to do with you. It's just I'm taking my time to be by myself and to rejuvenate myself, right? I'll explain that to them. And the same thing I want to explain to you guys if you are dating an INFJ, right? Don't worry about it. It's not your fault. They don't hate you. They're not running away from you. They're not running away from you specifically. There's nothing in your relationship that's wrong. It's just that no matter how much we love you, we will still need time away from you in order to recuperate. Right? It's just the way it is. Yeah, it's nothing to do with you. So don't feel bad. Just let your INFJ have that time because when they come back, they're going to be pumped up. They're going to be energetic. They're going to be more loving, more kind, more giving because they would have taken the time in order to fill up the stores in here so they can give better to all the people around them. Okay, I hope this makes sense. And so don't feel bad and don't worry about your INFJ disappearing. It's okay, it's normal, it's totally fine for both sides. Okay, all right, I hope this makes sense to you guys. Thank you so much again for watching, for listening, and for subscribing. And if you guys have any questions at all, if you want to private message me, you can email me directly. My email address is below, or you can message me on Facebook. You can PM me there. Okay. I hope to hear from you guys. If not, you can comment below. If not, just enjoy the videos. You don't have to comment at all. As long as you're getting benefit out of it, I'm really grateful that you're watching. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.